today, so Friday, the threats have been horrendous. I'm being told the word undignified. I'm in excruciating I've been put in excruciating physical pain all day long, with constant crackling in my ears. Now I'm being told the doctor looked at your court history, and this is this only unknown persona of a white-haired man who I don't know at all, and they're being referred to as a doctor by Pauline Thompson. Reviewed your court history and said something about report Margaret Medina or something like this. I don't know why all of this is suddenly being projected onto me and suddenly being the topic of the soundbites. I don't understand. I'm being it's suggested too by the things that are being used to on me at this time is somehow that they've won, or that some I'm being told. I'm being told it was you involved in the interview that said, and this is by Pauline Thompson, that made me say, and then I lost the rest of it because I started telling the recording. But I am not the only one in fraud. Who got tipped off by the bullies. I'm being told the words thank you, thank you. I'm just overwhelmingly frightened and sad because I've now been tortured for over 5.5 years. Much of it is excruciating physical pain that's being induced into me through my ear, nose and throat and respiratory system and body fluid. And there's content has become and is at times in the hospital, but now it's just so negative, so scary. I'm being shown Pauline not crouching down, sitting by the oven on the floor with her knees in front of her. I'm being told it's because of her email, and I'm being by that persona of Pauline's, and I'm being shown her, pardon me, being a black-haired version of my mother who's been blonde since her late 50s and she's now in her late 70s. Sorry, she's been blonde since her early 60s and she's now in her late 70s. I'm being told, oh, all right, one more daycare arrangement failed you. By Margaret Medina's persona, I don't know what that means. I'm being told, and Pauline said, and I reported nothingness all along and saw this, and I'm being shown Peter Hawes putting their hand around Margaret Medina's mouth, and the suggestions it's coming from that direction, which is the west, where the West Country would be in relation to where I'm sitting, I guess, but I'm not sure. I suppose it would be, and I don't understand what she means by she's reported nothingness all along, and that's the outcome. I'm being now threatened with this comment that's been made for, gosh, now it would be months, but is relatively new. Get the police station handbook. Everywhere is cancelled. Aidan saw your village dream home. And I'm apparently told the police the ending and got me going like this. And I'm actually being shown my mouth being skewed into some kind of smirk, wiry smile. I'm being told, but not a happy smile, because one of them is embarrassed about how they got her. I don't understand why all those threats are and complete and utter crap. It's incomprehensible. It's being projected onto me, but I'm just being so suddenly totally threatened. As bad if I were Dex, this is the dog. It's like me like hovering over him like this, with mean face and being telling him nasty things. That's what the personas of Margaret Medina, Pauline Thompson, Rob Prino, and Peter Horse have done to me all day long. I'm being told to get to that handbook. I'm being shown a police car and see where it went wrong rightfully. I'm being told there, and I'm being shown the Holiday Inn where we stayed at the beginning of lockdown. They haven't threatened me with this at any time earlier, that something was going wrong. I should imagine if you're debilitated and lying in bed being tortured and begging for help and begging Margaret for the police, and even having spoken to the police before, that I can't really be to blame and that nothing was ever going to go right. I don't understand how the ending was ever going to be any different from bad news that needs to be rectified. I just don't understand why the sudden. I'm being told because of the interview being your dream home, coughed that one, and I'm being shown Peter Horse. I just really don't understand what they're talking about. It's horrendous that just to be threatened and have absolutely no understanding what I'm supposed to do. I cannot do anything. I have made an almighty effort to go to my interview. My interview was actually cancelled before it ever went ahead. I found out. In any event, it was changed to a different interviewer, and I didn't have the correct link, as well as being tortured for the hour leading up to it, as per usual. That's happened for many of my interviews. I'm absolutely tortured. I'm being told if you ask for the police station, you'll get that. On my own, in so much pain, what am I supposed to do with this kind of information? Why would they do that? Why would the police do that? For the tape, I'm still being tortured all of the time. I'm being threatened. I'm being shown people who I went to school with for a couple of years. I went to private school all of my school career, and this is over 30 years ago. My school career, anyway. No, it's not. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Over 20 years ago. 30 to 20 years ago. My school career. 35 to 20 years ago. I started school at 2.5 years old. And from 2.5 to 18, I went to private schools, apart from 2 years when I went to a state school. And I've been told by Pauline Persona about this one girl at that state school called Aisha, and to report them. I don't know, I can't imagine that they really exist in my life. They haven't, until having been held back at Lovelace House through this torture. And then I'm being told I'm with you by Hannah Lewis's Persona, which isn't often used soundbite to project on me. Anyway, so then they showed me Charlotte, another girl at this state school, which I went to for only 2 years, saying that they're me in the heart, and then going on to say, report Morley. I'm being told to get the book and report her name and age group. So obviously, I'm just so sad because there's this almighty atmosphere like death, like finality and failure. I've done nothing but be in excruciating pain. I'm being told to get Robert's dream home in Battersea listed for a fraudulent affair with him, and I'm being shown Louise Dean.